effortlessly, lifted me over his shoulder. The air left my lungs, water flying all around us. Over the sound of my high-pitched screech, I could hear Glory telling Landon to put her down. I think their plan was some sort of backward chicken fight. I grabbed Oliver's thick waist and held on for dear life until he put me down. I couldn't find my breath. Between the water running down my face and the odd laughter bubbling out of my lungs, he playfully pushed me out of the way, wrestling Landon into the deep end. The moment between us was over, and so was my late bloomer status. Boys had officially entered the chat. That night, after my 3-part skincare routine, I brushed my teeth, kissed the moms goodnight, exchanged the last few sisterly insults with Jocelyn and Trinity before they were due back to college in a couple days. I climbed into bed, and instead of watching my favorite chef on YouTube, all I could think about was Oliver. How strong he was. His tan skin, the tiny pimples on the small of his back, and the few hairs on his upper lip laying the foundation for what would hopefully be a full mustache one day. That moment in the pool changed everything. My eyes had been opened to how truly hot boys can be, and I'm a little embarrassed to say this crush on Oliver has occupied too much of my mind since. I only have one choice. I have to ask him to the dance. I walk a little faster and catch up with him just as he closes his locker door. He steps back a bit, his eyes flashing wide the second he sees me, and I know I've made my first mistake. I've come in a little too hot, but I can still fix it. Hey, Green, what's up? Hey, I breathe. How's it going? Good. You coming to the game tonight? He asks. It's something so little, but he hikes his backpack over his broad shoulder, and all I can think about is that afternoon in my pool, how he's built enough to support all this, all of me. Oh, yeah, I'll be there. I gotta emotionally support Glory while she emotionally supports Landon. Cheer on Tatum while they cheer for you. Nice. He smiles, flashing his slightly crooked incisor, and I quickly wonder what we'll name our first child. You heading to lunch? Yeah. There was something I wanted to ask you first. Sure, what's up? Well, I was wondering if you wanted to be my date to homecoming, to the dance. Landon and Glory are going together, of course, so we could all be together. Stupid. My brain immediately shouts at me. This is not a group thing. It's you and Oliver, pure romance. Not that it would be a double date thing. I mean, half the school will be there, so technically it's like a huge group date. But you and I would be there together. I finally close my mouth and give him a chance to answer. As I look up at him, I already know what he's going to say. It takes about 2 seconds for all the stages of yikes to jump across his face. Shock, fear, a desperate need for an escape, bargaining, then finally acceptance. I'm holding out hope as he winces and starts scratching the back of his neck, but my body is already working on its own physiological reactions to the blow that my mind still hopes isn't coming. My face feels all hot, and my throat feels like it's closing. Oh man, B, I don't think that's a good idea. Oh, I choke out. Yeah, I was actually going to ask Poppy Carlisle after lunch. See, I can't blame him for that. Poppy Carlisle just transferred to our school last month, and beyond still having that new car smell, she's like dumb hot. I mean, I'm cute, but if I weren't painfully straight, I would also have the hots for Poppy Carlisle. She's also newly single, having just kicked Jacob Yoon to the curb. I'm shocked she doesn't already have a date for the dance, but apparently she will. After lunch, when Oliver asks her. Oh, is all I can say. And I mean, aren't you scared of this? He asks, motioning between us. Lan said you'd rather chew off your own arm than let a boy touch you. Homecoming won't be much fun if you don't even want me to hold your hand. And there it is, right there. My past just came back to beat my ass right in the middle of the hallway. So, yeah, fine. Part of my being a late bloomer involved somewhat of a revulsion when it came to boys. But more importantly, the concept of doing it with a boy. But that wasn't because I was scared, exactly.